How do scientists study Arctic kelp forests? Have you ever wondered how scientists uncover the mysteries of Arctic kelp forests? These underwater ecosystems are vital to the health of polar regions. Let's take a closer look at the methods researchers use to study them. First, scientists conduct underwater surveys. They use diving or remotely operated vehicles to observe kelp species directly. During these surveys, they measure the abundance, density, biomass, and percent cover of kelp on the seafloor. This helps them identify which species are present and how extensive the kelp forests are at various depths, often reaching down to 50 meters or more. They also examine the type of seabed substrate, like rocky bottoms, which kelp needs to attach itself. Next, long-term monitoring programs play a key role in understanding these ecosystems. Some Arctic sites have been studied repeatedly over decades. This ongoing research tracks changes in kelp forest biomass, species composition, and vertical distribution. Scientists can see how these forests respond to warming temperatures and other environmental shifts. For instance, they may notice that kelp forests are growing at shallower depths over time. Another important method involves environmental and statistical models. These models help predict where kelp forests might thrive under current and future climate scenarios. Researchers combine field data with environmental factors like temperature, light availability, sea ice cover, and water chemistry. Advanced tools, such as random forest models, help estimate kelp cover and forecast how these forests may change as Arctic conditions evolve. Additionally, scientists conduct multi-stressor experiments in controlled environments. These experiments test how different kelp species and their life stages respond to factors like temperature changes, light variations, and nutrient availability. This research helps clarify which species may flourish or struggle as the Arctic environment shifts. Finally, scientists also study the marine communities that depend on kelp forests. This includes examining the macrofauna that relying on these habitats. Understanding how changes in kelp forests affect biodiversity and ecosystem services in Arctic coastal waters is essential for grasping the full impact of environmental changes. In summary, scientists study Arctic kelp forests using a mix of underwater observations, long-term monitoring, environmental modeling, experimental research, and ecosystem assessments. These combined methods provide a detailed view of kelp forest dynamics in polar regions and help predict their future in a changing climate.